They talk about a lot of stuff, but you really don't hear it because you're distracted by the princess
Yep.
pumping you for information on Australia. Do you have storytelling?
No, no, I do not.
Go ahead and try it because she wants to hear stories of Australia. And if you make a good
Sure.
one, you can tell her about drop bears and things.
Yep, and kangaroos. Yes.
Mhm.
So that'll be that. Ooh, one off a crit.
Really? She
Yeah,
is fucking fascinated by the stories, and it just shows you like talking and didgeridoos in the background, and it shows like all the classic "Come Be a Tourist in Australia" films going on in the background while McKay discusses it. And yes, she decides that you are even more interesting. Hmm. So yeah.
what is the food?
Your guess is lizards. Apparently,
So there is meat.
yeah, yeah. It appears that pigs and horses and oxen and stuff like that have been replaced with weird reptilian analogs that they eat and domesticate and stuff like that.
The what would be considered carnivores in my world, are they eating a mix of meat and veg, or are they sticking to just
Everybody
meat?
is. Even
Everybody's
herbivores in your world are eating a mix
yeah,
of
that was going to be
veg.
the other question. So are their teeth all like humans' teeth, or because I mean part of the thing of what we eat is based on
Right.
how our teeth are.
Yeah, no, even it it's weird, but it just even though the teeth may not look like they should work, they seem to be working.
Okay, so they like the lion, Princess Danny's got proper lion's teeth, like sharp, pointy teeth, but
Well,
she's
her some of her teeth are a bit pointy, but yeah, it's all the teeth are slanted a bit more toward humanish. You're in a fucking Disney film, sir.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Nobody's really worked that hard on the teeth in a Disney film ever, ever.
I know, but it also gives me an indication. It's also giving me an indication as to if this is actually biological or created by
Oh,
someone.
give me a zoology roll, something along those lines.
Yep. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, I've got zoology, animal law.
of course you do. Yeah, you're thinking all this shit was just created. There's no fucking evolutionary tract that would make this happen. Oh,
No, no,
no,
no,
God, no.
no. I mean, some sort of
Darwin would fucking burst
Westworld
into
theme park,
flames.
virtual reality thingy.
Give me a small sandy roll, and you go.
No, no, I've been assuming that
Just
for a
because
while,
I'm too
actually.
smart and I've noticed things I shouldn't. You say.
Been assuming that for a while. Actually, that reminds me. How do I get sand back? How do I gain sand?
Good question. Pretty much doing good guy stuff, destroying bad things. There's all kinds of things.
So did we get any sand for things like helping out Goldstein, taking out tombs and stuff like that? Should we have gotten some sand
Goldstein,
for that?
Goldstein. Tombs. Hold on. My brain is fucking trying to remember who the
The
hell that was.
the
Um,
guy that caused tombs to have to go into depression, the guy that killed all of Goldstein's C-listers. That then we went to his place
oh,
and
shit. Yes. Yes, you should have gotten some Sandy. Remind me to give Chris
yeah,
some. Sure. Pick up D6 Sanity. I mean, he was one monster, but you definitely.
just because of the nature of we're losing sand
Yeah,
for all
yeah.
sorts of stuff. So
Yeah.
presumably there are things besides.
Yes.
There's a lot more you gain sand from in these worlds.
Yes.
3, because yeah, I keep losing sand and I've yet to have anything given me back. And I thought, hang on
Yes.
a minute,
Well,
this is not going well.
unfortunately, you have to remind me because the only time that it automatically kicks in is when you're beating up evil monsters for some
Yeah, yeah,
reason.
yeah.
And yes, that Toombs was a monster, so you should have gotten some sand back from him.
And what about helping Simon with his werewolf and defeating the guys trying to kill him?
I would give you a D6 for that. That was pretty impressive. I expected him to fucking die. Although it was a brutal, brutal helping.
Yeah, well, we just got to work it. Well, he's got to work out what he wants to do next. All depends on what the go is with werewolf here, whether or not it's seen as something they know how to treat or with available time, or if it's a matter of you're a werewolf, therefore we got to cut your head off.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't really pick up very much information, but you definitely gave a lot. Fortunately, you're an awesome storyteller. The princess also wants to see all of your weapons and stuff, and so those are brought in, and she examines them and goes, "Oh, wow, yes." And because you did such a good storytelling, basically because you entertained her, she writes up a note and has it royally sealed, stating that you are an Australian, not an elf. So you get papers for this area, and she also has, you have permission to carry weapons to defend the town and city of San Angeles and the country of Lyonesse, or the continent of Lyonesse. So basically, you are now given a carry permit as well. She has your weapons replaced with slightly better ones.
Okay.
Plus, they
the only weapon I had was my kukri. I didn't actually have any firearms.
Oh, then they make sure to give you some firearms. Yeah, they give you a pistol and a rifle and give you your kukri back because they don't have anything like a kukri here. They're baffled by it. They're like, here, take your bent knife back.
Although they might have some good metal spiffs here, depending on the nature of how this world works.
Possible. Yeah. So and the people in the fortress that run it, the colonel doesn't seem to care. He's like, bah, 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 bah. The Lieutenant Babington, he's just fucking enraged as he sits at the kids' table and glares at you. But yeah, since she's like, oh, do you have any money?
Yes.
Oh,
I have a little bit of money on me.
A little bit, that won't do. Bring him a cup full of gold or something. Yes, ma'am. So, right, you pick up $1,000 in local currency. They have her picture on them, and she says, "Well, this should be enough to put you into a decent hotel in town if there is one."
Thank you.
Yes.
Just to clarify, Logan, our $1,500 you said became $150 of gold coins.
Yes. So $150 basically divide by 20, and that's how many gold coins. They're $20 gold coins.
She's given me
$1,000 worth of gold coins. So divide by 20 is like 50. So it's like 50 gold coins.
Yeah. That's why I just wanted to
pretty big.
Were they gold coins as well, or were they?
Pardon?
Yeah, that's why I just wanted to confirm if it was actual paper money or gold coins or what the go was.
It's gold coins. Do you have a metallurgy skill?
I've got geology. Do I have metallurgy?
Go metallurgy roll. Woo!
Metallurgy. I don't know if I've got metallurgy. No, I don't have metallurgy.
Congratulations.
I do have metallurgy at base, but yeah.
Yeah, go for it. You might get check and learn.
Yeah. Yeah, no, just geology. Metallurgy.
Oh, didn't you earlier make a skill at learn?
Yes, I did.
Then you should already have a check and learn.
Yes,
so go for the new skill. Eventually, you'll have all of them.
Yes, storytelling, metallurgy. Oh, not make metallurgy.
All right. You don't know what's going on yet.
Yeah,
so, pretty much, she graciously thanks you for your time, and unfortunately, she has to now go and talk business with the nice commander of this fort. And you could tell this lady is well above the commander of the fort. Pretty much, she could.
Yeah.
You're guessing she could probably have him thrown in chains, executed, whatever, if she felt at a whim.
Yeah. She's she's presumably the crown princess.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But she seems to take a liking to you. She tells you she hopes that she will get the opportunity to talk to you in the future. She will be here for a few days.
I look forward to it.
Longer. And this appears to make some of the people in the room a bit uncomfortable that she may be here longer. And you can definitely tell they're not sure why she's here and all this. But
so, yeah, the whole thing of 3 royal ships was, we're not expecting anybody to turn up here. Surprise royal visit.
Yay! There's nothing that people love better than a surprise royal visit. So, they then she, a couple of the fortress guards very politely escort your ass out of the fortress. But they then bring a crier in, like a town crier type guy. Not with the bell and shit, but basically they tell you he's going to stick with you for at least your first day until people know that you should, be carrying weapons and be in whatever part of the city you want, so you don't get any shit.
Thank you.
So you just assume you've got that guy fairly discreetly going around and telling people he's an Australian. He's an Australian, and what the hell is that? Not an elf. Not an elf.
Yes, diplomatic immunity. No.
That'd be nice. So
all right.
But the weirdest thing then happens as you are leaving the fortress, because you're not allowed to just quietly leave the fortress.
No, of course not.
There's a fucking reporter waiting for you.
Of course.
She's a ferret-headed lady with dark rings around her eyes, and she goes, "Hello, I'm Neva Cooper, reporter for the San Angeles Star. So, has it been decided that you are or are not an elf?" Give me a very small sandy roll as you go, "I was just interviewed by you somewhere else, bitch." It's 0 if you make it.
Yeah, sorry, I just ferret-headed. Sen roll. What my sen is now? That bad.
Have you hit any of the black things yet for picking up new permanent sandies?
No. Oh, actually, I went past 50, so yes.
Bummer.
Completely forgot about that. Yes. Make sand by lots.
Oh, 0. Be sure to pick up your new permanent insanity until you get until your sanity increases back past 50, and then you get a psychoanalysis to get the help you need. And then hopefully erase that if you want, or you can keep it and not pick a new one back up when you sink down again.
Yep.
So what were you doing in the fortress? Are you an elf?
I'll point to my escort.
He says, he is an Australian, not an elf. What is an Australian? It is not an elf. That doesn't tell me what an Australian is. It is not an elf. Look at his ears. They are not elf-like. They are Australian-like. She looks frustrated. As you can see, his ears are very Australian, says the town crier. He has no idea what he's talking about, and this is clear to everybody.
I'll offer her my hand. Joshua McKay.
Neva Cooper, she says, shaking it uncertainly. And you are not an elf?
No.
All right. And so what were you doing in the fortress?
I was dining.
The cat-like guy looks a bit nervous. With who? She says.
Just sorting out the paperwork and whatnot.
Who are you dining with?
Just with the guard.
When you say dining with the guard, do you mean they gave you gruel and bread and water?
Oh, no. They were quite polite and quite civilized about the whole thing. They treated me quite well.
Did you see anybody important when you were in the fortress?
I was questioned by what's his name? By Colonel Eaton
Ooh,
and Major Winthrop.
I see. Did you see the princess?
That was that royal possession that was earlier.
You didn't meet her in the fortress then.
Why would someone like me meet the princess?
At this point, the guy you're with, the town crier, is
Yeah.
attempting to anti-support your fast talk roll by going, and apparently, just so you know, these animal-headed people not great at hiding their emotions. You're thinking, so give me a bullshitting roll at -5% due to asshole.
Yep, that's all right. I'm trying to be, yeah, obviously I'm trying to be purposely vague about it. Well, no.
She looks super suspicious. She says, you didn't meet the princess in the fortress?
What goes on in the fortress stays on in the fortress.
Why?
Oh, it's impolite to talk about meetings and associations and
She almost growls at you. Are all Australians so discreet?
no.
Can I talk to one who isn't?
You could try and find one.
She motions to somebody in the crowd. May we have a picture? Do you have a few
Yes,
minutes?
of course.
She makes you stand perfectly still for a long time while the guy exposes a plate in his fucking big ass box camera and shit. This is why nobody fucking smiles in the pictures, you're thinking.
So, yes, presumably
After,
using flash powder, etc.
oh yeah. But after all that crap, then she looks disappointed, but lets you go and tells you that your picture and stuff will be appearing in tomorrow's paper.
Okay.
The town crier guy thinks this is a good thing.
Do you have a card, Ms. Cooper?
Card?
Introduction card.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I don't. She looks a bit taken aback, like, and then she looks at your top hat and goes, she looks like she's feeling a bit awkward, so she thanks you
Yes.
and scurries off with her photographer, who is lugging his heavy ass camera.
Good day, ma'am.
Good day.
Well, I was never actually told not to mention I was dining. Chances are word's going to get out from the 200 other people involved in the.
True. But take a card for being extremely discreet. So, what would you like to do?
Moves.
What would you like to do now?
Oh, excuse me. I will. What time of day is it?
It's probably about 3 p.m. ish, you're going to guess.
Okay. I'm going to go to Stinktown and try and find Whirlpool Industries or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Try and find Simon.
Stinktown. Okay, here we go. General description: canneries, smelting, livestock, meat packing, etc. The wind is from the east, and wow, does it stink in town. Why they would build it in the east is a mystery. Probably because the fortress fits so well in the west. But you can tell that the land prices decrease the more that you work your way toward shit area. Lots of the big blast furnaces, as shown in the picture, where they look like they're turning iron ore into iron, belching filth into the sky. they also, you notice, have a crematorium. Apparently, they do not bury their dead.
Hmm.
Everybody is cremated. There, you've seen no graveyards at all. Okay.
Okay, so
And
that on the picture look like lots of crosses.
hold on a minute. Looking for.
Oh, on the map. On the map, sorry, I meant. The first bit of the map look like crosses. I can only zoom in so much on the map, so I can't read the writing on it,
Oh,
even
I
at max
agree.
zoom.
I was hoping it'd be bigger, but I was wrong. Crosses.
Yeah, from this magnification with my eyesight.
Oh, are you talking? Well, I made
Uh,
like little doors with like the lines and then the two things like that. Is that what
or
you
maybe
mean?
that's what they are.
Not
I can't
sure.
read what it is. It's the northernmost
Oh,
brown circled bit.
oh no, that's just weird building things there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, this thing, it looked like there were lots of crosses or something.
Mm. Yeah, no graveyards at all for whatever reason. It does strike you as very peculiar, though, as a lot of cultures bury the shit out their dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, let's see, meat packing area. They have a waste processing center that kind of like they collect up the urine and shit and miscellaneous trash and are sort through that. They also have between the downtown and the shit area is a uh, very stout looking building that has a lot of warning signs around it, like stay back, warning explosion, warning building may fall on you type of thing.
Okay.
Um, there's also, let's see, oh, at the smelters, give me a spot hidden roll. As you're once again, just walking around causes you to like notice a lot of shit going down.
Yeah.
Holy shit, there's a fucking fire salamander that's helping make all this work. Fortunately, it's not a sandy world, it's just a fucking salamander that's on fire and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you're thinking
Well, I
it
suppose,
winked.
there's werewolves and goblins, so and
Mhm.
elves.
Right? And you're thinking the fire salamander may have winked at you as you were walking by.
Hmm.
Like out and out winked at you, and you're like, eh? Um, there's you end up finding Simon near a bar called the Admiral's Arms. It's a super seedy looking bar. He's not in it, but he was going by out front and he saw you. He's like, oh, holy shit, there you are. I didn't know if you were coming back. You were gone so long. Yeah, come with me. He glances nervously at the Admiral's Arms and then hurries off with you.
Okay.
Um, he says, yeah, he's taking you over toward the smelter area. And he goes, yeah, I'm going to place a quick order and stuff because I need to get a cage like super soon. Thick.
Yes. Yes, that's why I was coming over to see you because I wanted to talk to you about that whole situation.
Oh God, let's not talk about that right now, though. He says,
No, no.
why are you carrying all those new weapons? Why do they
I'll,
have the seal of the Leoness on them on Genovia? They have Genovian seal.
they
He
were a
points
gift
at
from
the
the
pears.
princess. Well, they're pears, are they?
Yeah, Genovian pears apparently are famous.
Okay.
Genovia, my one and only land, etc. So,
Have
no, he's not an elf. This is an Australian new breed. Oh, says some people.
yes.
Kids are coming.
And I was just going to say yes, and I've got a crier to escort me for a day or two to make sure people understand I'm not an elf.
Okay. Also, kids are
I'm
coming
saying
up,
Simon.
and the
Yep.
braver ones are touching you and then running off. Like,
No, I won't touch him
oh,
back.
pardon? Touch
I
him
said
back?
I'll touch him back.
They freak out like, ah! Yeah, you're not sure what's up. You're thinking curiosity mixed with is he real?
Yeah.
And the whole daring thing that little kids get with each other, daring people do different shit. So, yeah, he's trying to negotiate for a cage price, and he's trying to get the guy down another $100 because he just doesn't have the $100, and the guy's like, no, no, no.
How much is it, were they asking for?
They were trying to get 500. He wants them to give him 400 because he's got 400.
Oh, I've got
Basically,
no idea how much money he's worth in this place at the moment.
it's a lot. That's a lot. You can get a pistol with like a new pistol with extra ammo and a gun belt and shit like that for like $20.
Yeah. So it is Western style pricing.
Yeah.
Yep. So that my initial thought of how much money I had and then how much she gave me was correct. Then she gave me a shitload of money.
Yeah. Yeah. For entertainment, money isn't worth a lot to her. High entertainment is.
Yes.
That storytelling role basically just fucking funded your expedition for the foreseeable future. Plus, she likes you.
Mm-hmm. I'll I can help you out with that if you need, Simon.
Really? But you've done so much for me.
I know, but I know your situation, so
Sure. Do you have that much? That's a lot of money.
yeah.
That's a lot of cage. This is reinforced metal bars with silver worked into them, says the guy. Plus, I'm very discreet, says the metal making farrier dude.
Mm-hmm.
So mark off 100 of your fortune. Yep. Yes, it gets paid. He goes off to talk to the guy, and big on fire lizard comes over and goes, "Hey, how you doing?" It's just sitting there. It's like a fire salamander. It's just on all fours. It's not it's not anthropomorphic at all. It's a fucking salamander. It's like, how you doing?
Do you get good work around these parts?
You know, this is the only place I can really feel warm. I would love it if I could get some clothes, but anytime I get clothes, they burn off of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't suppose you're a clothes maker, are you?
No, sorry.
If you can ever find me some clothes that won't burn, I got something for you that you're gonna love.
Okay.
Yeah. Because fuck is it cold everywhere else.
Yes. These environments would not be good for you, would they?
Don't even talk to me about it at night. Oh, I got to keep one of these furnaces just up. My name is Veeks.
Sorry, Veeks, was it?
Veeks.
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 Sorry, is that with a B or a V?
I don't know how to read and write. I'm a lizard.
Oh, you can talk, so you might know how to read and write.
I don't know what letters are going where. Veeks.
Veeks.
What?
V.
You called me.
I was just making sure I got your name right.
What?
I was just making sure I was pronouncing your name correctly.
Are you messing with me?
No, not at all. If I didn't pronounce your name correctly, I wanted to make sure I got it right, so that
you shouldn't mess with me. I can use magic, you know.
Well, the fact that you can go on fire, it wouldn't surprise me that you could use magic. Is magic very prevalent around here?
No, there's a few of us that know different spells and stuff, but the fur guys with fur and stuff, they're into tech. tech.
Yeah.
They like to build stuff and have the
Mm-hmm.
clever things and stuff. But feel like there's a bird. There's a bird. He knows magic too,
Okay.
but he's being kept prisoner. So yeah.
Why is that? For using the magic, or is he just
Now
an evil
now
prick?
the guy's a prick and he likes to hear the bird sing. The bird stopped singing though, so uh sometimes the guy goes up and he shakes the fuck out of his cage. It's just not right.
Why? Who keeps him?
Ah, ah, ah. He thinks deeply for a moment. Fuck. There. Let's see. Uh, he says, Bicker, customs inspector, docks. Bird's
Mhm.
name is Ahoy.
Ahoy, of course, at the
He's a
docks. Yeah,
cuckoo. Yeah,
a cuckoo bird.
he's a little cuckoo. Yeah. Uh, Although he doesn't always go by Ahoy. Sometimes he's called the Word. That's what his old master called him before he died.
The word is the bird.
Uh huh.
The
You
bird
knew
is the
him?
word.
You knew his old master?
No, I'm just familiar with a song that
They made
is
songs
long.
about they made songs about Ahoy?
Yeah.
Huh. I did not know he was that famous. Yeah, if you can get him, if you're interested in having a new bird and stuff, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because he's yeah, fucking bicker. But plus, I think at the goblins, they know magic too.
Okay.
There's a lot of different people that know
What are
magic.
what are
Even the
these
elves know
people?
magic. Are you an elf?
What?
He's not an elf. God damn it! Shut up. Go away. Go away. He tells your
Mm-hmm.
Harold.
So why don't these people use a mix of magic and technology to make
Um,
life easier?
they don't seem to get the magic. They don't get it. It just doesn't work for them. They just
Oh,
no.
okay.
Yeah, don't get it. Does not
But
fire.
they don't make it illegal or
No,
outlaw it or anything.
no. Well, that's I help keep these forges going with magic, and they all
Yeah,
know it.
well,
They're good with that.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I'm assuming that
Mm,
by so you can help them get the forges hotter than they would normally be able to get them.
yeah. Plus, use less fuel, slightly more fuel efficient and stuff. Even
Yep,
though
yep,
I
yep.
sometimes eat some. Oh, he's coming back quick. Just look nonchalant.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time you've ever seen a fire salamander attempting to look nonchalant.
Well, it's on the first times I've seen a fire salamander, so
It's just a weird. It's one of those fucking days.
yeah.
So yeah, Simon comes back with the guy, and he's arranged to have the cage delivered. Um, he's got a place. Apparently, from what they're talking about, his place is still within barrage range, like
Mm-hmm.
barrage range, because they have when they take a boat with a bunch of cannons on it, and then it's no longer they make it so it's not really a proper boat; it's just floating gun emplacements and stuff. They
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
lot of those offshore, and the pretty much you've got like up to 2 kilometers, and then past that, like about where the forest starts, I think that area is about 2 kilometers. Although I'd have to find the scale for the map. Um, they they feel secure close to the barrage guns, but once you get away from the fortress, the cannons, the barrage guns, and all that shit, then you're in wild elf territory, as they call it.
Okay.
Give me a history roll as you're now drawing on not the history of here, but the history of where you're from.
History. I didn't put. I thought I'd put points into it, but I did not. Nope.
You don't know what the fuck is going on. The lizard goes off to do whatever he does, possibly get back to work while the overseer guy's hanging out and staring balefully at him like, why aren't you fucking keeping my forges or eating less fuel type of look.
I'll ask the gentleman that Simon did a negotiation with. Do you know anybody that makes good blades for knives and that sort of thing?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, yes. You need a knife.
Yes,
We
good.
normally just
I
churn
call
out good metal here, but yeah, I can direct you to a good knife maker.
Yeah, someone who does expert knife smithing.
He says, yes, sir. Near the barber shop.
Is there only one barber shop?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Brez. Blade
Sorry, was
maker.
that Rez?
Brezz. Oh, show off, but you know how to spell. Shut up, you stupid lizard. Get back to the fires.
Rez, okay. And he's a good quality knife maker, are they?
All kinds of blades, sir.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. He buys a lot of metal from us, so I can recommend him. At least as I know his metal is good.
Mm-hmm.
Simon says, look, it's getting late. I can take you over to my place and they're going to be delivering the cage unless you've got stuff you want to go do. You've got a couple hours of daylight left and stuff.
No, I wouldn't mind, depending on what you've got on your plate besides tonight. I wanted to speak to you privately for a little bit.
Well, I'm going to be busy getting things set up that I bought here, but yeah, he says, hold on. He talks to your herald. He's making use of him, making sure the herald knows where he lives, and tells you to bring you there after sundown. That way you can go do whatever shit you're wanting to do, knife makers or whatever, and he'll go get his thing set up. Be there before nightfall, he says.
Yes.
He makes significant eyes at you, and he's doing the winking thing, and everybody's looking at him like, you're trying to pass a secret message, and we know it.
I think you got a eyelash in your eye or something, have you?
No, I was winking at you to try to communicate.
You guys have no understanding of subtlety.
They really don't. They really. All of them are like this too.
Yes.
You feel like the one-eyed man in the land of the blind. It's just awkward. So no problem. He goes off with a bunch of guys who are getting a wagon full of cage parts that they're going to assemble on the spot. And yeah, where do you want to go?
Yeah, we'll go visit the knife maker first.
They've got knives, no fucking kukris and shit. They've never seen anything like that. Swords. They also cast cannons and stuff here, but for the fortress and whatnot.
Yep. So if I wanted to get one made,
like a custom made, are you showing them your kukri and saying I want something like this but much better?
Yes.
They take a look at it. He's going to roll on his skill to try to figure out what he thinks of this shit. I'm still not seeing Chris. Did he?
Yeah. Must have decided that.
I don't know if I can do this. Look how it's bent in the middle. Do you want me to straighten this one out?
No. It's specifically designed this way, made this way.
He's an Australian, says the guy, the herald with you. He goes,
Yes.
oh, well, yeah, of course he is. He says, trying to bluster his way through this whole unfamiliar minefield.
Mm-hmm.
Australians, their knives are bent because their arms work backward. Oh, says the herald. They're now going off into further fields of
Yes,
fantasy.
that's fine. Let them tell their own weird stories
They do
and
so
come up
for
with
a
their own
bit.
weird logic.
If you want to leave this one, I can see what I can do. I'll tell you what. Leave this one and $50. If the new one isn't to your satisfaction, then I'll give you back half of your money.
Sure. Okay.
Great. It takes $50, which is a
When
heavy
would you like
price,
me
but
to? Yeah. When would you like me to return? As in, we're talking about
tomorrow
a
or next
day,
day.
week.
Tomorrow or the next day. Try then.
Yep.
Right,
Yep.
this is
All right.
new, so might more Australians be coming through?
Possibly not at this stage, but depending on how well it turns out, I may buy one or two more off you,
All right,
just so that I've got some backups.
great.
Always good
Yeah,
to
well, of
always
course you
good to
should have
have
backup
expert
because,
quality backup knives.
well, yeah, being that this one's bent and stuff, there's no telling if it'll just
No,
snap.
well, it's purposely bent. Do
Uh-huh.
you?
He doesn't look convinced.
Casting my eyes over the knives he's got, since I'm handing him over my weapon of defense.
Oh yeah.
Um, looking to see if he's got any decent sized blades, like, I don't know if Bowie knives exist in this world, probably not, but equivalent to something like a Bowie knife or something like
Oh
that.
yeah. Sure. Hold on a second. Let me find the aha.
There's other.
Crossbow
I can't
stuff.
remember. I can't remember what the other large. There's another. There's there was other large knives in North America. But I can't for the life of me remember what they're called. It wasn't Bowie knives. It was something else.
Yeah.
Like,
You can get a. I mean, there's. Uh, you can get like the crocodile Dundee style Bowie knife thing uh, for probably like $5 here
yeah.
for a
As I said, I
pretty
just
nice
wanted
one.
just so I've got
Replace.
something for the moment.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
case I hopefully won't need something to defend myself with, but in
I would give
this
you
being
as
an
much.
open world, the chances are someone's going to jump me in an alley.
Of course they will. Jesus. Yeah, um, yeah. You find a knife big enough to do your normal D6 damage.
Well, it's partly more. I'm thinking more from a role playing perspective as well. That's the
Mhm.
sort of knife I'm used to.
Yeah.
I've trained with. I'm used to using the larger knife and stuff. So they
Yes.
handle a bit differently to the smaller knives.
Absolutely. It's much less concealable, but does a bit more damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you know, you do hear some people talking. You can get room and board for under $3 a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I,
the kind of prices you're dealing with here.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know what you're using as a reference for the pricing
Old
of
West.
the role playing game.
No,
Or
actual Old West prices.
oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Because
Right.
the GURPS did like a really good Western supplement
Mm-hmm.
that had prices and stuff really well researched.
Yes. Oh yeah, GURPS has put out a lot of good source material type books. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Now, a quick note on the money. The bad thing is that there's no folding cash because back then notes were basically bearer bonds redeemable at the bank that issued them. If they were legit, they weren't used very much.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
mostly coins, and
How's
yeah.
it work for half? So like each coin's 20. How's it work for? So how do you leave $10?
Um, let's see. They have for 20 silver coins, smaller silver coins are equal to one gold. Uh,
Okay,
two iron pieces is equal to a silver piece.
okay.
Um, yeah.
I assume they had smaller denominations. I wasn't sure if it was,
yeah,
half gold coins,
I know.
pieces of eight, things like pieces of eight, stuff like that.
Well, yeah, those they had to break apart manually, but yeah.
Yes, yes. But I wasn't sure if they actually had minted other coins or if it was just pretty much gold coins cut into pieces.
Hmm. Yeah, well, the weird thing is that a lot of what actually happened in the Old West was through barter
Yeah,
as opposed to
yeah.
money. So, pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Oh, give me a history roll for one other little piece of information.
Yeah. No, history is that. No,
Bummer. So there you go.
history is base.
Bummer. Right. Yeah, you're dealing with old timey shit that sucks.
Yes.
So,
All right.
is there anything else
So
you'd like to do? You've got time.
yes, Mr. Herald, is there a town library?
Who would have that many books?
I wasn't sure in regards to the.
Well, we do have a library in Genovia.
Mm,
Genovia. And people actually stop and sing along until they complete the whole fucking national
oh,
anthem and then go about their business.
okay. Um, so that'd be about the only thing. What about the? So, but printing presses exist. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a
Mhm.
newspaper.
Correct. They're apparently not big readers of books, but they do have printing presses.
Yeah,
Weird.
but I mean, sophisticated enough to produce newspapers, which would mean they should be able to produce books and the old the penny. What do they call them?
Penny Dreadfuls?
No. The ones that the original westerns that they used to produce of the Wild West,
Hmm.
the stories of the Wild West, the ones that they produced in the
Oh
19th
yeah.
century.
No,
I can't
these
remember the
guys are
term for
not
them.
these guys are not big readers.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to be some sort of fucking scholar for that.
Hmm. All right.
Oh, you do get to see an unusual thing happen. Apparently, there was a small insect in the dirt, and people freaked out and stomped it to death and screamed at it. One little
Okay.
insect, and they lost their shit. So,
So
needless to say, there's not a lot of bugs in this area at all.
no. So I haven't seen the anthropomorphics, pretty much mammals. There's
Yep.
not any bird-headed anthropomorphics that
If
I've
there
seen.
is, they're rare. You've probably seen like one owl-headed dude in the distance, but other than
Okay.
that, pretty rare.
Are there birds about? Like
Yes.
sparrows and
Oh yeah.
crows and whatever else.
Yes. They generally keep their distance because I'm guessing they may go into a stew pot.
But like sitting on rooftops or whatever and
Sure. Yeah.
scavenging
Can't.
in the sewage bit
Hmm.
as you would get. Yep. All right. Um. So that'll give me an idea of that sort of thing.
Would you like to see the docks, sir? Says the Herald.
Sure, why not?
Great, because he wants to get you fucking introduced into the all the areas of town. You have not been to
Yes.
the docks yet.
No. Let's go to the docks. Let's make your life easier.
Yay, he says.
And I'll
Uh,
make my life easier as well. So I
yeah.
have no problems with that.
Oh, the permanently anchored out to sea things with the cannons are called barrage barges.
Oh, yes.
It appears that there's a fairly sheltered cove out to sea, but not very far. You can see they're working on a wall to make
Mm-hmm.
it more sheltered. There's also a three-story tall lighthouse. Um, they have various transport ships and stuff like that that come and go on their own schedule. Anytime you deal with the ocean, then there is no exact timetable anymore. That shit's gone.
Yep.
Lots of sailors, whores, and bars down near the docks. An example, one of the bars is called the Red Moon Tavern. There's also there's a lot of like twisty side alleys and hidden shit here. You can tell this is the kind of place that you could prowl around and probably find some interesting shit. But it would take time, and it's the kind of place that if you were prowling around through the twisty alleys, at some point there would be some knife play involved. You're pretty sure. The three royal ships really stick out from the rest of the stuff, and they're big fucking steamships. Around this town, it's like the steamships are like cutting edge technology for this time. The normal style is the clipper, so if you're better at history, that would mean more to you. But they also have a lot of small fishing boats, probably a couple whalers. Does McKay have many nautical leanings? Do you have a lot of nautical type skills?
I've got boating small.
Yeah. Just given your nautical leaning or nautical skills, you're thinking this harbor doesn't look excessively busy. I mean, it's busier now that the royal ships are here, but it's not like
Presumably there's fishing boats and stuff as well.
Oh yeah, plenty. So that's the kind of stuff that's around here. Oh, the Red Moon Tavern, as a side note, it's an aggressively bad tavern. Instead of a proper bar, it's a board on a couple barrels type thing. People aren't served unless they're fucking surly, possibly tattooed, evil, etc.
At least one limb missing.
Right. If you have all of your teeth, then they'll punch you in the mouth until you can fit in better. Stuff like that.
All right. Okay, so yeah, check out the docks.
Basically the herald's leading you around and introducing you as an Australian, not an elf. Oh, that'd be a good fucking title for this one. Australians are not elves.
Yes.
Oh shit.
The harbour master or the dock master or whatever they call them here nowadays.
You want to go see the dock master?
Yep.
A minute. Let me write down Australians are not elves, so I do not forget that. Of course, if you think of something better, let me know.
No, that sounds pretty good for.
Cool. Let's see, the customs inspectors who you're looking for.
Yes.
You get close and you can see that it's a kind of a fairly dilapidated shack. It's a bit big, but there is a bird in a cage on the porch, and it's going la 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 la, and it looks at you and goes, "Holy shit, what are you?" He's an Australian, not an elf, says
That's right.
Harold. So at that point, a big pig-headed guy burst out, and he goes, "Back to singing!" And he shakes a cage, and Ahoy goes, "Aah!" Let me show you a picture of Ahoy too, as he is getting shaken like a fucking baby by a British nanny.